Hey guys, what's going on? Keder here on a beautiful, beautiful day. I'm so excited about this interview. This is amazing. I could have seen this happen long time ago. I'm here with one of my best friends, one of my great mentors. We had such a long history together, and this is heartfelt for me to actually be interviewing this guy, to see the amount of success that he's been established inside of his business, not just by himself, but taking a huge amount of people with him. And so I'm really excited. So if you watch this video, stay till the end, because I'll be asking him some questions that he probably can shed some light for you, who's probably home watching or wherever you are, and you're thinking, hey, maybe I can do it. And this guy, he literally, I'm gonna let him share his story, but he came from the bottom with nothing, with no hope, no vision, but find everything that he needed and the people that helps him get where he's at today. So you go hard or you go home. You know what's gonna happen for yourself, guys. I can tell you, you can change your life. This is Mr. Jermaine still. If you don't know him, by the end of this video, I'll put his information down in the description, or wherever you're watching, you can check him out. But Jermaine, for the people that's watching right now, the first question that I want to ask you, when did you decide, hey, I'm gonna go for this road, I'm gonna become an entrepreneur, I'm gonna make it happen for myself, and I can do this?
That's actually a really good question, because that came to me when I was a kid. It's like I grew up poor, I'll just say it, you know what I mean? We had an apartment, 1-bedroom apartment. I lived with my mother, I'm an only child, and I always wanted something more in life, And the fact is that I wasn't able to really do a lot of things in life, because I didn't get Christmas gifts. Some people might not know that about me, but I remember one Christmas, and the irony of it is, this is a true story, I don't have hair now, but I remember one Christmas, and this is a true story, I got a pack of combs from my mother, right? And it seems just so weird, but I had like curly hair, wavy hair, whatever. But I share that because I wasn't able to even just get Christmas gifts. I always wanted a Ninja Turtle, right?
Right.
But to move into my point is that I really decided when I was really young, 7, 8 years old, that I was a smart kid, right, in school, so I knew that I could do something, but I was always getting into trouble. So I was kind of on both sides of the fence. But to answer the question, probably 7, 8 years old was when I realized that I wanted to be, it wasn't that I realized I wanted to be an entrepreneur, it was that I realized I wanted something more in life,
Awesome.
Because there was no one else to really create that for me. I didn't have my father there, I'm an only child, my mother raised me.
Wow.
And so, again, but to move kind of fast forward into when I really realized that I wanted to step into entrepreneurship versus just having something in life. So when I was young, I wanted something in life, and I was gonna just do whatever I had to do to get that. Unfortunately, I did some bad things in life that, of course we can't take back, and I never would. Wasn't necessarily a violent kid, but I got into a lot of trouble.
Right. And
just did things that, bad Dennis the Menace type kids do, right?
Right.
And so once I realized moving forward in life that I could do for myself, like what you've done for yourself and your family, things took off. And I would say probably about 30 years old, when I was working a 9-to-9 job, I was a restaurant manager, and I was working 12, 16 hours. I was getting stressed out. At 30 years old, I got sick due to stress. And so I said, you know what, I can't keep doing this, because if I keep doing this, I'm gonna, like my doctor said, you wanna have a heart attack? This is the way to do it.
Crazy.
So I was so stressed out. So I really wanted to do something for myself. So at a young age, I wanted more, but about 30 years old was when I realized that, you know what, I'm gonna become an entrepreneur, and I'm never gonna turn back. I'm gonna go for what it is that I desire.
That is so amazing, guys. I've seen you building multiple multi-million-dollar company, and you taking a lot of people with you. It's so amazing to go from what you're saying, with no hope, people did not expect great things from you, and to see what you're doing now, it's amazing. So my next question that I want to ask you, what was your biggest challenge building what you're building right now? What was the biggest challenge that you had to face, that you have to overcome?
Belief, self-doubt, discouragement. I know that's not one, But I
Right.
share those because I think they all go hand in hand.
Right. Like,
You
give
know?
me an example, like maybe the people that's watching, they might want to know, like, you know, what type of discouragement, how did you feel at that moment? You know, they might be expressing or feeling the same thing
Yeah.
and seeing you massively successful, and they say, oh man,
I mean,
this guy made it, you know?
Honestly, when I got fired from my 9-to-9 job after like 15 years, I felt sick to my stomach. I mean, I felt like throwing up because I felt, you know, I had raising my kids, you know, helping to raise my nephews, and
Right.
they depend on me,
Wow.
you know, and I want to be the person that brings home the bacon, as they say, right?
Right.
And I got fired. I was very discouraged, and that would be one example. So it ripped me apart because everything that I've built up to is like it was just taken,
Right.
right? But the thing is, I didn't give up, right? Like, you know, quitters, right? And I kept pushing, and you know, look where we are now, right?
Crazy.
But I share the discouragement, the self-doubt, the belief in myself, because I think that a lot of people really will struggle with that. And they'll look at us on camera, they'll see the lifestyle, they'll see the cars, and we talked about this earlier, right? And they'll say, these guys got it all figured out, right? And to a certain degree, certain things we do. But there's certain things that we struggle with, and I think everybody does. And I think that everyone can relate to self-doubt, discouragement, non-belief in themselves. And that was my personal, you know,
Right.
challenges, struggles,
Right.
and maybe not everyone can relate to that because a lot of people are confident and, you know, they're born into different lifestyles.
Right.
But I think for the most part, you know, I'd say 80 to 90% of the world can probably relate to self-doubt. you know?
Wow, that was massive value, and I hope if you guys are watching, you like and you very pay attention to this stuff. So the next thing that I want to get into, and I know I dealt with that a lot, is this road to entrepreneurship. Like, you're gonna deal, like, today things might be going well, you're on top of the world, and tomorrow you flat broke, or you down, or, you know, and it's gonna happen a lot in the beginning because you don't have enough, you know, you don't have enough understanding, you don't
Right.
have enough, what should I say, you don't have enough tactical stuff or technical stuff under your belt yet.
Right.
So just share with the people that's watching, you know, how did you bounce back? Because, you know, maybe sometime in your business where you went down to the lowest. Now, you building, you know, you
Yeah.
can do this, you know,
Right.
you want to do this, and you went down all the way down to the lowest. How did you bounce back from that?
So the first thing that came to my mind is this, and it's kind of, I'm gonna take this a different direction because I feel it's important. It gave me chills when you asked this question, because when I got fired the next day after, because see, that's the thing, is it wasn't necessarily in business. When I got fired, I went from 70 grand a year, 401k, full benefits,
Right.
down to nothing.
Wow.
So I flatlined
Wow.
in income. And so what I'm getting at is that when that happened to me, I had a brain fart. We can edit it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So shoot, the question was,
How did you bounce back?
Bounce back,
Yeah,
from when I got fired.
Yeah.
And then, oh yeah, because that's where I was at. That's why I lost it. So the fact of the matter is, exactly what I did the day after I got fired is I went to the thrift store and I bought like $40 worth of product, right? And one of the products was like this massage chair for like $7.
Right.
And the thing is, it was like, you know, those big massage chairs, it's got the back and it's got the side. And I bought it for like $7, and I thought, like, man, I looked on eBay and it was like $55.
Wow.
So I thought I
$7.
struck gold, right?
Right.
So $7, eBay fee, you know, $4. I'm thinking I'm gonna make 40, 45 bucks, and if I can do this every day, I can probably replace my income. But this was like the day after, and I bounced back in that sense, and I wanted to share this because I think there's a lot of people that don't realize you can just do little simple things, do what you gotta do to pay the bills.
Right.
So I went to the thrift store, I bought this massage chair, and then I go to the post office, and guess how much shipping was?
Maybe $3, $2.
Probably like $50.
$50,
because it's
okay.
heavy. It's a massage chair.
And now you figure
so
out.
hold on, 57 eBay fee, $4,
Wow.
$61.
So you would make
I lost.
nothing. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I lost like $5-6.
Crazy.
But what I gained was
Right.
the fact that I wasn't gonna quit. I wasn't gonna just flatline and not bounce back because
Crazy.
you know, I have my fiance and my kids and nephews depending
Right.
on me. So I know it's not bouncing back from a business venture per se, but for me that was like where I flatlined in income and I had to do something, and that was what I did, you know, technical wise, because you mentioned technical stuff. A lot of times it's the mindset, but we also got to have the things that are going to make us the money. So going to thrift stores, going to Dollar Tree, buying things for a few bucks and
Right.
putting them on eBay is possible. So that one was a bad example, right? But I mean, there's things you could do, go out, buy them for $1 and sell them for $6. Oh, excuse me. You can go out to the dollar store, buy them for $1 and sell them for $6, $10. and make a good profit, you know.
Right. That's so powerful what you just said, you know, because sometimes, you know, most of the time through, the thing what I realized with your story, although you said, you know, you learn all that stuff with the technical, that didn't stop you. Look at where you are now. And what I want people to realize, the technical will give you hell. I promise you that. You know, you probably trying to build a capture page, autoresponder. This stuff will give you hell. But if you have the mindset, you just mentioned your why. I don't know if you paid attention to that. You said your fiance.
Yeah.
See, it was so much bigger than just, hey, I just want to learn to do eBay. It was so much bigger than that. So now either way, you're gonna find your path. So, you know, whether you don't know how to do certain things, and I figured that myself, is that if my why, whatever that's driving me, if it's stronger than whatever else, the technical don't mean nothing, because you're gonna succeed regardless, man. That was so powerful. You know what? The last question that I want to ask you, and I know you're huge, you are big on that. You even have a book on that. Is work ethic, and I want to talk about, you know, what are some of the things that you do, like your daily action plan that helps you succeed. You know, you can talk a little bit more, because I know you take that dearest to your heart, where you even have a book, you know, if people want to check out the book, you know, you can give them more information on that. But give me some of your daily routine that helps you to get where you are right now.
Okay, definitely. So as I wrote in my book, 247 Blueprint, and I wake up at probably, like last night I went to sleep, you know, we're here in Vegas. Right. We were up late, we're masterminding, you know, giving a lot of value. Probably went to sleep about 3:30 and was up a few hours later. Right. Right. And you were up at what, 4 o'clock? Yeah. I mean, you were like messaging me when I was going to sleep, right? And I share that, you know, we're on different time zones, but I share that to say this, is that some of the greatest minds in the world, they wake up early, you know, whether they wake up at 7 or 8 or 6. I mean, obviously 5 and 4 being a better time to wake up, but waking up really early, reading a book, right? Reading personal development, the Bible, something that's gonna, you know, give you something to, you know, feel from the rest of the day, and taking that into some type of content, whether it's, you know, a lot of times I'll read in the morning, and then that's gonna give me an idea for my video that I'm gonna create, or my blog post. And I know you're really big on blogging and videos and things like that, and we've got a lot of traffic from blogging and creating videos. Right. So, you know, waking up, going through that, creating some kind of content, going on Facebook, and you know what, a lot of times it's just being consistent overall. So people say, Jermaine, you say good morning Facebook every day. I've probably done that every day for 2 years. Right. And I've seen them all the time. So go on Facebook, let people know you're here, right? Exposure is everything, right? Right. And so the next thing I'll do is I'll go into my ads account, and I'll start checking all my ads and doing all these different things. Or no, I'm sorry, I got that backwards. I'll go into my ads before I go on Facebook. And the reason why I'll do all my stuff and check all my ads before I go on Facebook, because as soon as I make my presence, people are going to be in my inbox, which is a good thing, right? I want to start networking with my people. I want to see where my team is at. I want to figure out what my community's got going on. Right. You know, I might host a webinar throughout the day, and then honestly, by sometimes 11, 12 o'clock, I mean, I'm done. Wow. You know, that's crazy. And just those few things. There's so much more, right? I mean it's crazy that you mentioned that 11, 12 o'clock. I know some people, they might be watching the beginning and they say, hey, there's no way this guy worked, you know, 11, 4. We see what you do online. You have crazy amount of productivity. I mean, the amount of value, the stuff that you provide, video, blogs, helping people, it's crazy. How do you get it done? You know, some people might say, hey, how do you get that done in just, you know, 3-4 hours? Was it like that all the time? Or, you know, or is it you pushed in, you put in so much work in the beginning, and now you have so much coming in, you just reaping whatever that was kind of soul? That, because the back of our shirts, I wish I had it here, but it says I put in the work and now it's time to play. Right. Right. So the consistency of, you know, 6 years, what is that, like 2,000 days? Wow. Every single day, no matter what day it is, we do something in our business. So there's days where I might only work an hour, right, or whatever, but I'm doing something. So it's the consistency of, you know, building over time. Wow. And so what you said, planting all those seeds is, you know, do today what others won't, so you can live tomorrow like others can't. Powerful. But they don't see all those days where you live, you know, going to sleep at 4, waking up at 6, or going to sleep at midnight and waking up at 4, and doing, you know, over and over again. So, man, that's so powerful. This was amazing. I hope you guys find massive value, and if you do, please like, share this video, share with other people. And Jermaine, if people, you know, that's watching wanted to get more into your content, what you do, now how can they get in contact with you? Because I know you got a book, you got so much stuff. The easiest way would just be go to 247blueprint.com. Check out
Awesome.
my book. From that book, you can get my contact information and everything's there you need. So,
Yo,
bro,
that was
I appreciate
amazing,
you,
man.
man.
That was powerful.
All love. Yep.
Thank you, man.
Peace.
So pound out for watching this video.